It's really important to have these whales recognized as endangered, partly because that recognition can lead to legal protection. It can also lead organizations and people to act voluntarily to stop doing things which would harm the whales. And thirdly, it raises the awareness that we have a problem here and we need to do something about it.
Le bruit, la compétition pour les ressources alimentaires et la contamination chimique sont définitivement les facteurs limitant le rétablissement des populations de baleines, et tout ça est complexifié aujourd'hui par les bouleversements climatiques qui modifient l'écosystème des baleines à une vitesse très, très rapide.
Contaminants that come from human origin are extraordinarily problematic. And the problem with these chemicals are that they build up in fat, and of course whales have a lot of fat, and whale mother's milk is also extremely fatty, so they are passing on the chemicals to their offspring. And the problem with these chemicals is that they impact the ability to fight disease and the ability to reproduce. And they're building up from generation to generation.
North Atlantic right whales are the most endangered large whale in the North Atlantic. There's less than 350 animals left. And part of that reason is that they are compromised by human activities, in particular vessel strikes and entanglement in fixed fishing gear, so commercial fishing gear.
There is an insufficient appreciation for how there is no divide between land and sea. So what we are doing from day to day is having an impact on the marine environment and on these giants that come up and breathe the very air that we do.
On a un attachement à la nature au Canada qui est assez importante. On a un attachement aux animaux et les gens se disent prêts dans ces études, dans ces sondages, à faire des efforts concrets pour protéger les baleines. Le gouvernement canadien a suivi en quelque sorte au cours des 10 dernières années en multipliant les mesures pour protéger les baleines. Alors il y a lieu d'être optimiste.
There are other species which have responded to the things that we've done and are thriving. We should take pride in that and use that as a template to go on and work with some of these other species.
Continue to eat these fish products, but try and buy them from areas where fishermen are trying really, really hard to try and solve the problems with marine mammals and live in coexistence with these whales.
There are good news stories. There really, really are. I have the extraordinary privilege of studying humpback whales. They have come back from the brink. In my lifetime, we used to whale them. Our value systems changed, and now we have a remarkable return to the coast of British Columbia.
On doit réduire notre consommation à tout égard. On doit faire attention aux environnements qu'on visite de toutes les façons possibles. Et il faut aussi supporter les grands mouvements citoyens et mouvements politiques qui font un plaidoyer pour la préservation de la nature.
I really do give credit to the mariners who are steering the ships and to the fishermen for their willingness to comply and to try and give right whales a little room to make a comeback.
We need to protect all endangered species. And yes, we focus on the whales, they're big, they sing and so on. But we need to protect endangered lichens and snails and so on as well. They're part of the biodiversity which makes up this wonderful country.
On dit que l'éducation est probablement l'arme le plus puissante pour changer le monde. Et c'est clair, et à tous les égards. Si on veut préserver la biodiversité, si on veut continuer à partager la planète avec des animaux aussi fascinants que les baleines, il faut apprendre à les connaître. Et c'est étonnant à quel point on connaît peu ces espèces-là.